Hello everyone, my name is Akash Anand Prabhu Desai, and in today's demo lecture, I will be covering this topic about introduction to big data, which is a crucial topic in big data analytics. So, I am currently working as an assistant professor in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Institute of Technology. So, let's begin. Okay, so in this, I will be covering the five V's of big data, like what is the introduction, the volume, velocity, variety, veracity, as well as the velocity of the big data. And what all are the big data characteristics, type of big data, then the traditional versus the big data approach, then what are the challenges, then examples of big data, and then the applications. Okay, so it is giving examples about different firms like Google, eBay, LinkedIn, Facebook, and how they are evolving around the big data and how they are driving growth using this. So there are massive data sets which are collected from a variety of data sources, and for these kind of needs, we are using the big data approach. Okay, so I would say that this huge amount of data which is coming, it must have some handling technique. So to do this, we are having the an optimized decision making system needs to be designed. So from that we can extract the value, and these are the examples like Walmart, which I was talking. So it can have the large customer base, and there are a lot of transactions every hour. So to handle huge amount of transactions, it is generally taking the help of big data approach. And also the Facebook, it is having a large multimedia database. So to handle this database, it is having a big data handling approach for almost 1 TB data of daily basis, which is real time. I would say. So for such real-time data, we are having the flow, like from where this big data is getting collected. So this is the flow chart. So this is the volume. So I would tell you about this in more detail. Like Facebook here has the 500 terabytes of data, and it is collecting this amount of huge data from the volume. So this is how the huge amount of data it is getting collected and used for every day. So in this second, in this characteristics of big data is velocity. So it is the speed at which the huge amount of data is getting collected and analyzed. So we are having the click streams and impressions of the customer behavior, and all these are reflecting the subscriber count. And so yeah, this is how the velocity is impacting. So it is the huge amount of data getting collected and analyzed. Then we are having the variety. So it is different types of data like the image, the videos, then the text, the blogs, the click streams, and even the log files of unstructured social media sites. And we are having the veracity as the fourth characteristic, which is the quality and trustworthiness. So in Twitter we are having the different types of hashtags. So to have the reliability and accuracy of all the content, we check the veracity of the data. Then there is the value. So how much worth the data is, it is found by the cost. So how much it can bring the like how much revenue it can bring to any enterprise can be um, uh, termed using the value of big data. So all these you have to tell an example here, guys. So in all the five cases, we can tell about some social sites like Netflix, Instagram. Sorry, Netflix is a multimedia site. So we will talk about Instagram, Facebook, and how they are using this big data. Further, I would say that any data set which is following these five characteristics can be termed as a big data. Okay, then we are having the different kind of ETL processes which are getting applied to the big data. So how companies migrating from their traditional databases to big databases. I will be covering in next slides. So this is the type of big data. As I told, there were in older days there was data in companies which was stored in normal fact files and data sets. So sorry, databases. So for this we are for nowadays there is huge multimedia data. So to handle all this kind of data, we are having the entire big data set into different uh, uh, types. So email, audios, videos, click streams, etc. So it can be either real time, structured, semi structured, or unstructured as well. Okay, and as I was telling, this is the second type of classification, traditional versus the big data. So, any data which is having the traditional data management store, like we are having some DMART store. So, in that case, we are having the normal system to check up the articles. So, in this case, we are having the traditional approach. But when the data is coming real time to us in zettabytes or petabytes in huge amounts, so it is can be termed as a big data, and definitely it must follow all the 5 E's. So here the silos, it deals with the packets of big data. So I was telling about huge volume of data. So that is basically the silos of data, and it may contain data in different amounts. So this is how we are having the data from different sources, and all this is getting gathered. Okay, so we are having the different big data approaches. So this is how the increasing IT demands can be handled using the clusters like Hadoop clusters. Then you're having the Hive, NoSQL, all these. So these are the tools, and these are the advantages: the scalability, processing time, and the protection against the big data loss. And this is the next slide, the big data analysis techniques. So I will come to the tools in upcoming slides. As I told, there are different tools. Then one of them is also Apache Spark. So yes, so okay, it is telling about the MapReduce case study used by Google to handle 20 petabytes of data per day. So this amount of huge data can be handled, and its alternatives can be Hadoop and NoSQL. So this can be done, and from that historical data, insights can be gathered. So this is how it is working. And okay, these are the tools for the big data analysis. So we are having the Hadoop, then the MapReduce, then HDFS is the Hadoop distributed file system. So there is the HBase, which is an again non-relational database. Then these Scoop, Hive, NoSQL, they are the TSQL. So they are the transactional systems to which are having the database ACID properties. Okay, so these are the cloud clusters for hosting and storing the data. Then we are having the distributed processing for programming. Then the storing and indexing is done in the NoSQL or Mongo database, and they are performed as an operations using the MapReduce and Hadoop. All these kind of tools which are discussed. Okay, so to tackle all this, like the cost, the escalation, then how the companies they are leveraging the security concerns to do all this kind of complications. To remove all this, we need to have a better big data analytical approach. So we need to have a robust, fault tolerant, and latency proof big data system. And this is the example, like in insurance companies or even in the government companies, I would say we must have the sorry for this we must have a proper big data mining system. So this is how the data it is getting gathered. So in different firms like hotels, we need to gather the big data for tracking our customer insights. So this is how it works. Even in the public systems, the traffics, ambulance, and transportations like railways, buses. So in everywhere, in the smart cities also. So we need to have the real-time data analysis. Okay, so this is one of the case studies, as I told. So, for having the customer data from the bots, we are using the big data techniques here, and it is chunking the data basically into different parts. The government side. So, this is the first case study. Okay, so this is the, as I was telling, the customer service team. It is sending feedback mails, and it is exactly maintaining the word count and all the type of analytics where it is like using the customer data from its feedback team. And this is the clickstream analytics. So how good the data from the customer behavior we can collect, from that we can generate insights and improve the current scenario of the web page. Yes, so this was the final case study, and this was the references which I am covering this topic from. Thank you very much.